Okay, so we started with Route 53. We understand what is DNS, high level information about DNS, and what are the type of IP, IPv4, IPv6. Okay, what are top level domain name? Okay, who are the organization who's managing it? Domain registrars, then some SOA, name servers. We have talked out a overview of all these things detail in the Route 53. Now coming to actual what is Route 53. So I told you in Amazon, if you want to purchase a domain, if you want to work on a domain, then you have to register yourself in Route 53. In Route 53, you have to you can purchase the domain because Amazon itself is a one of the registrar, and if you want, you can purchase your domain from third party and you can register that domain to Amazon. So this is the first location, this is the first place when the domain is resolved. When you register yourself in Amazon, your domain is registered inside the Amazon. This is the first place where your request is resolved and land on the Route 53 in Amazon. Now, so what you can do with Route 53? So before that, let's go and create a couple of EC2 machine in different region. So I'm in Mumbai right now. Let me create one EC2 machine in Mumbai, in Virginia, as well as in Sydney. Three different region. And keep in mind that Route 53 is a global service. It is not region specific. It's a global service. DNS is a global. That's why Route 53 is a global service. You can see here. It is not region specific. Okay. Let's go to EC2 machine and create three EC2 machine with the web hosting inside it. I assume that as of now everybody knows how to create EC2 machine without any trouble. Okay, this is a bootstrap script which we are using till now. We'll just copy this and paste it. So this is Mumbai. Always remember that while after the lab, please shut down your machines. I'm using the default security group. Just passing the script. So this is my EC2 machine in Mumbai. Let's go to Virginia and Sydney. So if you are creating the EC2 machine first time in this region, then you might to create a security group and key value pair. I already have the key created as well as security group. So the value of the security group will be same. You have to open the port HTTP as well as HTTPS. So I have created all three EC2 machines. One is in Mumbai. This is in Mumbai. Let me bring it in the center. This is in Virginia. Okay, Virginia, Mumbai, Sydney. So let's check in Virginia. My EC2 machine is up and running or not. You can see the website is up and running. Same thing goes with Mumbai as well as Sydney. Okay, Sydney is taking time. Meanwhile, now what we can do? Now what you can do with the Route 53? You have different machines. You can send the traffic to any number of machines from this Route 53. Okay, so whenever you enter this domain, right now, if I enter this domain, you can see it is not resolving anywhere. Why? Because it is landing on Route 53. My request is landing on Route 53, but I haven't configured it to send it further. यहाँ पे आने के बाद कहाँ सेंड करना है इसकी इंफॉर्मेशन अभी हमने डाली नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे राउट 53 पे आके वो लैंड हो जाता है. उसके बाद इट गिव्स एन एरर दैट इज नॉट कॉन्फ़िगर. ओके, so Sydney is also. So how we can configure? What are the different policies available in Route 53 which we can configure? So these are the n number of routing policies available in Route 53 which we can configure. First is simple routing, weighted routing, latency routing, failover routing, geolocation, geoproxy, and multi-value. Okay, so health checkup, we'll come to health checkup. First is simple routing. If you choose a simple routing, you can only have one record with multiple IP addresses. If you specify multiple value in a record, Route 53 return all the value to user in random order. Matlab, if you have n number of IP addresses available and you want to send a traffic to different IPs, you can use a simple routing. So whenever a request is executed, Route 53 will randomly provide the IP address of any of the endpoint. इनमें से कोई भी IP randomly वो return करेगा user को. So let's go and configure. So let me copy the IP address in my notepad. This is for Virginia. This is for Mumbai. And this is for Sydney. Okay. Now let's go and create a record. So as I said, this lab is optional for you because it's chargeable. You can just check it out what I'm doing, because if you want to practice you need a domain, and for domain you have to pay the charge to Amazon. So it's a simple routing. So you can see here routing policy. Okay, routing policy. If I paste it here, all the three IPs I can configure the simple routing. And TTL, as I said, TTL is how much time the DNS will revert to me the same IP. So I'm keeping 3 seconds. So the value of this domain to a given IP address will be live for 3 seconds in the server or in the network. Just create. Just simple routing. Okay, so I have added this. So whenever anybody hit this URL, they are going to get any IP address randomly from this list of IPs. So if I just refresh it, you can see I'm getting Mumbai. So hitting this IP address, what I'm doing, hitting this URL, what I'm getting, getting an IP address which belongs to one of this EC2 machine. If I refresh it again, let me open a Mozilla. So because of TTL, the cache, it is returning to the same IP address. try in this different browsers. You can see now it's returning Virginia. So because of cache, it might return you the same IP, but it will be random. That's why I kept the cache TTL very low. 3 seconds. Still it is returning the same IP. Same IP again. Okay, so it will return a random value if you try in different browser. So better to use Cognito because the TTL or cache is very less in incognito mode. Okay, it's returning Virginia. Sydney. So it's random right now. Okay, so this is simple routing where if you hit this domain name or URL, it is going to return any of these three values. Okay, then second is weighted routing. So allow you to split your traffic based on the difference weighted assigned. If you want to set 10% of traffic to go to US East 1 and 90% of the traffic to AP South 1, it's your choice to segregate the traffic. It, you want to send a huge traffic to this particular EC2 machine or this area, or this machine might be huge. Let's say this machine is of 10 GB and this machine is of 1 GB. So because of the size, you want to distribute the traffic as per the weightage. So that is a weighted routing. So simple, delete the previous record. Okay. So you can't delete the A record, NS record or SOA. You can't delete these two records. Apart from that, all the records which we are creating, all the configuration which we are creating can be deleted. So create a record. It's just a routing policies. Okay. Just add the IP address. So first is Virginia. Okay. And if you select here weighted. Now, if I select a weighted, if in simple routing there is no other options, but if I select a weighted routing, there are a couple of options been populated. We'll talk about that. Okay. Now you can see the weight. How much weight I want to give this domain, this URL. So I want to send a traffic 30% to this particular URL. Now here you can see the health checkup. What is health checkup? It's optional. What is health checkup? So if you go here in your hosted zone, if you go to the hosted zone in the Route 53, below that there is a tab called health checkup. So what is health checkup? So there might be chances that your machine, the endpoint, the URL is not reachable. This three, out of these three URL, if any of the URL is not reachable, should your Route 53 send the traffic to that EC2 machine or that URL? And if no, how the Route 53 will able to understand if the URL is up and down, up or not? So that's where health checkup comes in the picture. If you create a health checkup, this will monitor your endpoint. जो भी आपका endpoint है मतलब जो IP address है, it will monitor that and it will let Route 53 know that the endpoint is up or running. Okay, if there is any problem, it will notify the Route 53 and Route 53 will stop sending the traffic to unhealthy IP address. So you can create the alarm, the health checkups. So IP base, just put your IP here. If you want, you can give the individual path or just create the alarm. This is the for Virginia, Mumbai. Okay, so it will take some time. Even while creating the health checkup, there are advanced configuration that how frequently you want to do the testing, what is your default latency. If you want to customize the health checkup, you can do that. But right now we are only using the basic one. So if you click here and you can see the health checker, it is sending the request from different area to this IP address, this endpoint, and finding that all the requests are coming as a successful status score 200. So it will take couple of seconds. You can see now it's healthy. So all my health checkups are healthy as of now. Let's go to route hosted zone. Inside your domain, create a record. Okay, for Virginia, I'm creating a record and it's a weighted routing. For 1 second, weighted routing is 30%. I want to send this traffic to, and health checkup is Virginia. It's optional, but it's good to have the health checkup. And you have to give here a name. So I'm just giving Virginia. You can add more in the same page. So simple routing for Mumbai. I'm adding one more record. One. Click on simple weighted routing. Weightage I want to give 50% traffic to Mumbai, and health checkup is Mumbai, and give any name. Let's create. So I have created two weighted routing. One is 50, other is 30. So it will take a percentage out of this. मैंने दो ही बनाए हैं. So if I click on the URL, if I click on the URL, let me copy this in incognito. You can see it is sending my traffic to Mumbai. And how it is calculated? It is calculated on the percentage. So everybody I think know how to calculate the percentage. So this is how much, how to calculate percentage. Total 30 divided by total. 30 divided by total, it is 80. Multiply 100. It is going to send 37% to Virginia, to this IP. 30% traffic to this IP. And other 50 divided by 80 multiply 100. It is going to send 62% traffic on this website, this URL. So if you hit multiple time, out of 10, only 3 requests will go to Virginia. Okay, that is a weighted routing. Next is latency base. Latency base. So latency base allow you to route your traffic based on the lowest network latency from your end. Which region will give them the fastest response? Okay, latency base is quite an interesting one. Okay, what is latency base? So let's say you are right now here. Okay, you are the user and you are in this region. Okay, and you have three machines. One machine is in Virginia, one machine is in Mumbai, and other machine is in Sydney. So according to you, in which from which server or which machine this user will get the lowest latency? Latency matlab delay in response. Okay, the amount of time it will take to hit that particular server. According to you, out of these three, which will have the lowest latency for this user? Mumbai, agree? If the user is here, which will be out of these three will have the lowest latency? Virginia? Okay. Now, let's say a person is in this location. So you can see, as per the distance, it is less to Mumbai, but there might be chances the latency is less from this. Latency कैसे है? अगर ये 4 सेकंड में दे रहा है and this machine is giving a response in 2 seconds, in which machine should this user will be logging in? किस पे हिट करेगा, इस पे या इस पे? The one which has low latency, right? So the request will go to this machine. Here from Sydney it is taking 3 seconds. Let's say there is some congestion. Okay, let me clear all things. There is a user here and you have a machine in Mumbai itself and in Sydney and in Virginia, and due to some network issue this is giving you 4 seconds. This is providing you 4 second latency. Here the latency is ideally it is right now 1 second, and this from here it is taking 2 seconds. 2 second latency. Okay. Now, because of network congestion, ideally your traffic should go to this machine from if the user is here. If user is here, your traffic will go to this machine, Mumbai machine. But because of network issue, some congestion, your latency increase from 1 second to 10 second. जो 1 सेकंड में रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा था अब 10 सेकंड में आ रहा है. सो इफ यू हैव अनेबल दिस राउटिंग, द लेटेंसी बेस्ड राउटिंग, सो तो आपका रिक्वेस्ट मुंबई में जाएगा या वर्जीनिया सिडनी में जाएगा अब इस केस में? Okay, it will go to the next lowest one, that is Sydney. Okay, so your request from here will go to this region. चाहे मशीन पास में है आपके, डिस्टेंस वाइज पास में है, पर लेटेंसी ज्यादा है. So this is a latency base. Okay, so allow you to route your traffic based on the lowest latency for your user end. Which region will give them the fastest response? To use the latency based routing, you create a latency resource record set for Amazon EC2 machine resource in each of the region that hosts their website. Okay. When Amazon Route 50 receive a query for your site, it select the latency resource record set for the region that give the user the lowest latency. Okay. So there is one user which is in US. So there are two server, one is in US and other is in Mumbai. So ideally, this person should get a low latency to the server in US region. How can we configure the same thing in AWS? So let's go to your Route 53, delete the previous two records. Create a record. Okay, give the IP address. This is Virginia. Give it TTL as 1 second. Latency based routing. Okay. Select the region where this EC2 machine is. It is in Virginia. And give a health checkup. It's optional again, but it's good to give a health checkup. And one more record. I'm not giving Mumbai IP address. I'm giving Sydney. Okay, let's see which EC2 machine will be near to my laptop. Okay, if I will give Mumbai, it will be going to return me the Mumbai EC2 machine. Okay, let's create the record. So you can see two records are created. Let's hit the URL. You can see Sydney. It is returning me Sydney EC2 machine because Sydney is near to me. Okay, let's add Mumbai as well. Now Mumbai IP address. So now it should give me is Mumbai EC2 machine. So you can see I have added three IP addresses. All are latency based. If I just refresh it, well, let's go to some incognito mode. It is giving me Mumbai. Why it is not giving immediately to the website which I'm accessing? Because of cache. कहीं ना कहीं सर्वर में कैशे होगा तो इसलिए मुझे सेम आईपी आ रहा है नेटवर्क में. It takes couple of seconds to minutes to refresh the cache. हमेशा याद रखो नेटवर्क में कैशे ही रहता है. Okay, so this is a simple based latency based routing. Next is failover routing. So failover routing policy are used when you want to create a active passive setup. Active passive मतलब primary secondary. For example, you want your primary site to be EU West 2 and your DR site to be AP South East 2. मतलब वो जो हमने RDS में पढ़ा था, एक प्राइमरी रहेगा एक सेकेंडरी रहेगा. राउट 53 क्या करेगा? सारा का सारा ट्रैफिक इस पे भेजेगा. ये प्राइमरी है, ये सेकेंडरी है. कोई भी ट्रैफिक आ रहा है वो हमेशा प्राइमरी पे भेजेगा और वो उसका हेल्थ चेकअप करता रहेगा कंटिन्यूअसली. As soon as the health checkup fails, it will automatically send traffic to secondary one. ये failover routing है. Route 53 will monitor the health of your primary site using health checkups. Health checkup monitor the health of your endpoint. Okay, so this is your diagram, active and passive. If active goes down, your traffic will go to the passive one. Okay. So what are health checkups? You can set health checkup of individual records. If a records set failed a health checkup, it will remove from Route 53 until it passes the health checkup again. You can set notification if the health checkup fails. Right now we are here. So let's go and check in the console how we can create a failover routing. create a record. Here you can see failover routing. Detail I'm giving again 1 second. I'm giving Virginia as my primary data center. Okay, here I have to select it is primary or primary, and here you can see it is mandatory to give the health checkup. Health checkup यहाँ पे optional नहीं है, it's a mandatory. Okay, so give Virginia and Route 53 Virginia. Add Mumbai as the secondary one. Secondary, and I have to give the health checkup Mumbai. अगर आपने हेल्थ चेकअप गलत का दे दिया तो अगर साइट डाउन भी हो गई तो भी शायद आपको अप ही दिखाएगा. Now you can see failover routing. This is my primary, this is my secondary. So if we hit the URL, it should go to Virginia. Okay, all the requests should go to Virginia. यहाँ पे मुंबई है, अलग अलग URL से मैं ब्राउजर से सेम URL हिट कर रहा हूँ to show you the response. Now let's go and shut down this EC2 machine. देखो इसका URL क्या अभी 233 लास्ट में, ठीक है, 54.145.121.233 ये है, ठीक है. I'm just stopping this machine for 5 minutes. What will happen? As soon as I stop this machine, health checkup will fail. Virginia का health checkup fail होना start हो जाएगा. Okay. So if I click here, the checker, it will start failing. और जैसे ही ये health checkup fail होना start होगा, यहाँ पे ये unhealthy आएगा और जितना भी ट्रैफिक आपका इस पे जा रहा है, अभी देखो ये घूमने लग गया. Site is not reachable. Right? आपकी प्राइमरी साइट डाउन हो गई. So let's refresh. Okay. Now it is giving fail checkup भी होना चाहिए. अच्छा दो टाइप कर दिया. Okay, you can see it is giving failure. Started giving the failure. सारे आ गए failure पे. If you refresh it couple of second, but अगर आप देखोगे, try करो. It will take 30 second because हमने जो ये रखा हुआ है इसका checking का जो monitoring रखा है हमने 30 second का रखा हुआ है. If you see here, request interval 30 second. Number of second it will take to check the next health checkup. Okay, और तीन बार फेल होगा तब जाके वो अनहेल्दी में जाएगा. तो 1.5 मिनट तक हम लोग वेट करेंगे. 1.5 मिनट के बाद ये अनहेल्दी स्टेट में जाएगा. ठीक है, you can reduce that refresh time. Okay, you can see every connection is getting failed. और जैसे Amazon को ये अनहेल्दी स्टेट में आएगा, it will automatically move your traffic to secondary side. So that health checkup is very important कि आप कितना frequently चेक कर रहे हो. तो 30 सेकंड में एक बार चेक करेगा और कॉन्जिक्यूटिवली 3 बार फेल हुआ तो वो अनहेल्दी स्टेट में आ जाएगा. देखो यहाँ पे मुंबई आ गया, दिख रहा है आपको, ऑटोमेटिक स्विच हो गया. अभी यहाँ पे अनहेल्दी स्टेट में आ जाएगा ये. वर्जीनिया, पर यू कैन सी आपकी वेबसाइट मुंबई स्विच हो गई है। यहाँ पे दूसरी जगह पे हूँ मैं, इसको एंटर करता हूँ वापिस से, मुंबई। दिस इज हाउ द फेल ओवर हैपन्स। ठीक है, अब मैं प्राइमरी इसको वापस से अब कर रहा हूँ, स्टार्ट। नाउ इफ यू सी द आईपी माइट चेंज, आपको दिखाता हूँ पहले क्या आईपी थी। देखिए आईपी ये वाली अब रेंज सेट में आ गया। पहले क्या आईपी थी, अभी ये नई आईपी ये आई है। सो यू हैव टू चेंज एवरीवेयर। अगर जब भी आईपी चेंज होती है तो जहां जहां आपने आईपी कॉन्फ़िगर कर रखी है आपको हर जगह चेंज करना पड़ेगा। सो पहले वाली मैं हटा रहा हूँ, इसको कॉपी कर रहा हूँ। वर्जीनिया की आईपी चेंज हो गई। सो यू हैव टू चेंज द आईपी इन हेल्थ चेकअप एज वेल। You can see the health checkup has failed, is in unhealthy state. So you can just add it with the new IP and save. Okay, जैसे ही हेल्थ चेकअप अप आएगा तो ये वर्जीनिया पे ट्रैफिक सेंड करने लगेगा। और वर्जीनिया का आईपी क्या है वहाँ पे, अभी पुराना ही है। So we have to change that IP as well. Okay, and save. Now, as soon as this EC2 machine health checkup will be healthy, the traffic will be sent to Virginia. Okay, this is how your primary and secondary configuration works. ठीक है, सो इस पे देखते हैं वेबसाइट चालू हुई क्या, हमारी होस्टिंग चल रही है। एनी क्वेश्चन टिल हियर? ओके, geolocation. What is geolocation now? So here you have one user and you have one EC2 machine here, one EC2 machine here, one EC2 machine, or website is hosted in different region. So according to the user, the location of the user, you want to route your traffic to a specific EC2 machine. कि यहाँ के जितने भी लोग हैं, इस एरिया के जितने भी लोग हैं, वो सारे के सारे अगर एक्सेस करें तो उनको ये EC2 मशीन में भेजो। ओके, द पीपल फ्रॉम दिस एरिया, if they're accessing, send traffic to this machine. People from this area should send traffic to this machine. People from this area should send the traffic on this EC2 machine. आप ऐसे लोकेशन बेसिस पे, यूजर के लोकेशन बेसिस पे टारगेट EC2 मशीन आप सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. Why it is required? So you might have seen your Amazon.com or any e-commerce website. If you are in India, they are going to display the currency in NIR, Indian currency. If you are in European region, same website is going to display the price of an item in European currency. Agree? Even the languages. Nowadays, you have seen many websites provide you the local language. How they know that? Because of your location, from which location your request is coming, they know that if you are in India, then you prefer languages English and Hindi, and Marathi and other languages are there. Okay, but whenever you are logging from India, are you getting the option for Chinese or Japanese? All the content are going to come in English or Hindi or whatever the website is providing. Okay, so they have dedicated machine for you. For this particular country, they have dedicated machine where all the languages are configured. Local languages are configured. This is called geolocation based. So geolocation routing let you choose whether your traffic will be sent based on the geographical location of the user. That is the location from which the DNS query originated. For example, you might want all the queries from India to be routed to the fleet of EC2 machines that are specifically configured for your Indian customers. This serves These servers may have local languages of your Indian customers, and all the prices are displayed in INR. So Indian customer, US customer, all the requests are coming to Route 53. So for Indian customer, all the requests can go to Mumbai region, and for US customer, the request might go to Virginia servers. Okay, this is called geo-based routing. Now you can see it is healthy now. Let's go and create geo-based routing. It is healthy, then it should come Virginia. You can see active standby. As soon as the primary came up, it has automatically routed to the primary one. Okay. Geo-based routing. Select the location. From which location do you want to cater? So this is Virginia. Okay. So people from America, you can see the continents they have given. People from North America should be all the requests should go to Virginia EC2 machine. You can give the health checkup and give Virginia. People from Asia, Asian continent should go to Mumbai. Okay. People from Australia region. Okay. Mm-hmm. All the requests from Australia should go to this machine. Now, as we are in India, we are in Asian country, all the requests will go to this machine, that is Mumbai. Agree? Second IP. Let's refresh it. You can see now every request is going in Mumbai region. So you can try this out if you're testing. You can change your VPN. Okay, as this is my office laptop, I can't switch it to VPN. I can't use proxy. There are some website you can use proxy where you can select your country. Proxy servers are there. Okay, so you can select the proxies. So it will be blocked for me. Okay, so what I can do, I can do one thing. So right now, all the Asian requests are coming to Mumbai EC2 machine. All the North America requests are coming to Virginia, right? And all Australia requests are coming to Sydney. So what I can do, I can change this information that all the requests from Asia should also go to Sydney. I can add that. So delete the Mumbai one and add a new one that all the requests should go to Sydney for Asian countries. So you can see Asian are going to this IP address. So if I refresh now from Mumbai, it should go to Sydney. This is up now. Sydney is up. Hmm. Let's refresh it one more time. Ah, yeah. So all the requests from Asian countries are going to Sydney EC2 machine. This is called geo-based routing. Geo proxy routing. Just give me 1 minute. I will explain it after this one. So multi-value answer. Now multi-value answer is similar to simple routing. सिंपल राउटिंग में क्या था, आपने लिस्ट ऑफ आईपी डाल दी है जहाँ पे आप उसमें से रैंडमली कोई भी आईपी आएगी, दैट इज सिंपल राउटिंग. सो मल्टी वैल्यू आंसर इज सिमिलर टू सिंपल राउटिंग बट इट हैज अ हेल्थ चेकअप आल्सो. So multi-value answer routing let you configure Amazon Route 53 to return multiple values and user will decide on which IP you should use. So होता क्या है, यहाँ पे आप यूजर है और ये Route 53 है, आपने Route 53 में 3 वैल्यूज डाल रखी है. Okay, out of these 3 it will send all the IPs to the user कि ये 3 IP है, use anyone. So it will use any one of the IP and connect to your EC2 machine or your servers. So multi-value answer. Okay, so multi-value answer route let you configure Route 53 to return multiple values such as IP address for web server in response to DNS queries. You can specify multiple value for almost any record, and multi-value answer route also let you choose the health checkup of the route of your resources. Okay, so simple routing जैसा ही है बट इसमें हेल्थ चेकअप भी है. So let's go in here. Let's delete all the previous records. Create one. Click on the multi-value. Here you can give 2 IP addresses. So वो पहले जैसे सिंपल राउटिंग में हमने दी थी वैसे 2 देगा. Okay, you can give multiple, but here you can add health checkup as well. Okay, so I'm just giving one. It's for Virginia. Detail is 1 second and record name. Now creating more for Mumbai. You can create one more for Sydney. So it is going to randomly give any of the values, all the 3 values. Now your system will decide which IP it should hit. Okay, I have configured all the 3 IPs. You can just hit this again. It will take a couple of seconds to refresh the IPs in the network. So it has given us a Virginia. Okay, let's try to some other URL. Again, they have written Virginia. So it is random. It is going to send any of the URL. Now it has written Mumbai itself. So कोई भी वो URL आप जो आपने IP कॉन्फ़िगर किया है उसमें रैंडमली कोई भी IPs आपको रिटर्न करेगा. Okay, this is multi-value answer. It's Virginia. Okay. So it is randomly going to return any of the values. So it's a simple routing with health checkup. Now, geo proxy routing. What is geo proxy routing? And it is been done by traffic flow. So geo based routing, it's, you can say, if you want to create a bias, just as of now there is a war going on between Russia and Ukraine, and you want to limit the user from that area to access your website. Okay, so you can give a bias that your traffic is not going to Russia, or your traffic, the Russian people will get only a limited able resources. So you're creating a bias that I don't want to send the all the traffic to Russia, or the request coming from Russia should able to handle only n number of requests, and all the traffic should go to another region. Okay, so you can block some traffic, you can shrink the traffic from a particular geographical region. So you can create a bias. So geoproximity routing let Amazon rapidly route traffic to your resource based on geographical location of your user and the resources. You can also optionally choose to route more traffic or less to a given resource by signifying a value known as bias. जैसे रशियन पीपल या रशिया कंट्री से कोई रिक्वेस्ट आ रही है, और there are some EC2 machine in given country which you want to don't want the traffic to be sent completely. So आप कुछ bias create करना चाह रहे हो कि मेरे को नहीं, मेरे को कम भेजना है, ज़्यादा भेजना है. So accordingly you can increase or decrease the traffic. A bias expand or shrink the size of geographical region from which the traffic is routed to the resource. To use geo-proxy routing, you must use traffic flow. So traffic flow एक अलग एक वो दे रखा उन्होंने, कंसोल दे रखा है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ कैसे होता है. So let's go here. So you can see traffic policy. So this is used for advanced traffic flow, complex traffic flow बनाने के लिए. कि अगर आपने अभी हमने सिंपल देखा है कि मेरे को वेटेड राउटिंग है, मैंने सिंपल राउटिंग है, जियो प्रॉक्सी राउटिंग है, ओके, या लेटेंसी बेस है. बट इफ यू वांट टू मेक अ कॉम्प्लेक्स राउटिंग, कि मेरे पास 50 EC2 मशीन है, किसमें क्या जाना चाहिए, कौन से जोग्राफिकल रीजन से आना चाहिए, सो यू कैन क्रिएट द ट्रैफिक फ्लो. ओके, जस्ट गिव अ नेम and create. So your request is coming from IPv4 connect. If I'm creating weightage, so I'm giving weight of 30 here, 70 here, and 30 here. Okay, in the next part, if you want to add health checkup, you can add. In the next part, I'm giving geo proxy. So geo proxy, if you give latitude, longitude, or you can give US, and you can give Mumbai, Asia. Okay, and if you open this map, so you can see I can create a bias that this particular region will be catered by this machine. If you create more bias, it is going to show you. If you add one more, so basically आप इस पे यूजर के हिसाब से और बायस के हिसाब से ट्रैफिक कम ज्यादा कर सकते हो कि मेरे को कौन से रीजन से कम करना है, ज्यादा करना है. So all this region will be catered by this machine. This region will be catered by whatever the machine you have created. ऐसा आप कर सकते हैं. और बाकी इतना बचा कुछ सिडनी वाली मशीन पे जाएगा जो भी इसके नेक्स्ट होगा. सो आप यहाँ पे अगर ऐड कर रहे हो, सो इट इज न्यू एंड पॉइंट, ओके, वैल्यू, एंड दिस विल बी सिडनी और वर्जीनिया, जो भी आपको कॉन्फ़िगर करना है. सो ये जो ट्रैफिक है यहाँ पे इधर जाएगा, एंड पॉइंट वैल्यू ये मुंबई, तो जो भी आपने यहाँ पे स्पेसिफाई किया वो मैप के हिसाब से इस आईपी पे जाएगा। तो यू कैन चेक आउट ऑन द मैप itself कि कैसे वो आपके बायसिंग हो रही है वर्ल्ड मैप पे। ओके, सो दिस यू कैन क्रिएट मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स राउटिंग। जैसे आपने अभी वेटेड राउटिंग किया था, सो 70% ट्रैफिक इधर जाएगा, 30% इधर जाएगा। यू कैन ऐड फेल ओवर, प्राइमरी आप डालना चाहते हो और ऐड करना चाहते हो आप और भी ऐड कर सकते हो इसके आगे। नहीं तो अगर आप यहीं पे आप लॉक करना चाहते हो तो आप लॉक कर सकते हो। इट्स योर चॉइस। इट इज मोर क्रिएटिंग मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स राउटिंग जनरली। प्राइमरी वर्जीनिया, सेकेंडरी मुझे नहीं करना, मुझे जियो लोकेशन डालना है। सो यू कैन गो ऑन, यू कैन कीप ऑन एडिंग द न्यू नोड्स टू योर राउटिंग। ठीक है, सो मैं अभी इसको यहाँ पे एंड कर रहा हूँ। इफ यू क्रिएट you can see the charges. It is going to charge $50 per month for this routing policy. Okay, so I'm skipping this. Okay, so I have deleted. So इसके charges रहते हैं. So this is all about your Route 53. So I will show you one more interesting thing. Let me shut down the machines. इतना समझ आया guys about Route 53? It is basically used for resolving DNS and sending traffic to different nodes. Now, remember we have created a website hosting on S3 bucket. Remember we created S3 bucket, वेबसाइट होस्टिंग की थी हमने। सो लेट्स गो टू S3। ये एक मेरा बकेट बनाया हुआ है मैंने। ओके, लेट मी डिलीट एवरीथिंग। ओके, सो दिस इज वन ऑफ माय बकेट। लेट्स अपलोड वेबसाइट। जब हमने याद है वेबसाइट होस्टिंग करी थी, लेट्स अपलोड द सेम वेबसाइट। ओके, दिस इज अ वेबसाइट हमने याद है डाउनलोड करी थी और S3 पे होस्टिंग करी थी। So this is a website, or you can just select anything and upload in S3. Okay, give it permission as public and just upload. Okay, so you can go here, you can check this. The website is hosted on S3. Remember we did this. ठीक है, अगर आप देखोगे, if you see the domain is bucket name, then S3 URL and Amazon hosted domain. I don't want to use this. I want to use my own domain, that is peruse.in. So what I can do, let me delete the previous two. I can configure this thing. Okay, create a record. Okay, again, but instead of a record here, click on alias here. Okay, and you can send a traffic to S3. You can see S3 bucket. So these are the AWS resources. I can send a traffic to Elastic Load Balancer, CloudFront, API gateway, your VPC. So right now we are sending traffic to Route 53. जो भी इस पे हिट करेगा अब S3 पे जाएगा. कहाँ पे मेरी बकेट, वो मोस्टली मुंबई में है. So you can see this is my bucket name and just create. So now if anybody will hit this URL, it is going to hit to my S3 bucket domain name, and which will be using the already website is hosted there. So you can see I have hosted a website on my domain using S3 bucket. Static website हम S3 bucket पे host करते थे, पहले भी किया है, but now we have integrated with our Route 53 DNS name. मेरे खुद के DNS पे मैंने उसको integrate कर दिया है. This is how you can host a website in AWS on your domain name. Any question? Yes, no. Okay. So I'm stopping here.